Hi guys, welcome back to the Malcolm Bulk YouTube channel. This was the final part of the MTC Tour De Zwift stage 4. This was the last part of the race, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It was a 26.5k loop around the Tour of Fire and Ice from the volcano to the top of Alpe de Zwift. In Zwift, it roughly took us an hour, or took the leaders an hour. Mog, what were your thoughts on the race?
Well, definitely one of the toughest stages, that we did. Definitely the race did break up quite a lot. And I think quite a lot of people suffered. I, for one, did. Trying to catch you guys up the Alp, and I think we attacked the front group. We attacked, and I guess I'm just gonna say it was so hard.
The
pace was high.
I felt that as well. It was quite on from the start of the Alp. Really, I thought it was quite relaxed to the beginning. We're just coming up to the end of the lead-in now. There's about a kilometre left on the lead-in. So everyone's sort of trying to bunch together to make it as fair as possible. And the first sort of 5, 6, 7k were all through the jungle loop and stuff like that. And we established a front group of around 10. I think that was sort of the main group heading into there, and then up the Alp it just got withered away. So I think if we skip now to when we're going into the jungle loop around 15 minutes into the video. So you can see here we're not quite at the jungle loop. We've just gone over the Watopia KOM, I believe it is, and the group's not really split. There's 2 people about 2 seconds
2 guys
ahead.
Off front.
Yeah. And then there's sort of 5, 6 of us behind who are all pretty close together. And then there's a bit of a drop off to the next sort of clump.
But the thing is, this part, we the front group, so both me and you are in it. We definitely blow up, or don't blow up. We go really fast because you can see, if you look at our group, so surrounding Matt, so with like a second behind or a second in front, that's our group. But just in the past like 30 seconds or so, the gap has increased by at least 20 seconds between us and the chasing group. So we were kind of hammering it down this descent, because there was the 2 guys up a couple of seconds up the road, so I think people decide that they want to regroup. So we end up going quite fast up here and making the gap go up to at least 40 seconds, I think, which it started off at about 10 seconds. So we gained 30 seconds in about a k and a half.
Yeah, and I think
so.
I think this was the I didn't think we were gonna make such a big gap in this bit, just because it's not really like I didn't feel like we were going hard. You see in the leaderboard, we're only doing about 3 watts per kilo, so I didn't think we were gonna like extend our lead by that much. But I think because we were clumped together and we were in a blob, we just moved a little bit faster because of Zwift's game mechanics and how it affects being in a blob and not being in a blob. So I think we're always ahead now to the start of the Alp at 30 minutes. So, or 25 minutes actually. So we're to 25 minutes. We've just started the Alp. We are halfway up the first switchback. So a little bit of insight into this climb. It's 12.44 kilometer climb, an average gradient of 8.5%. So it's like a quite a steep climb. There's 21 switchbacks, and I think it maxes out at about 17-18%. So yeah, we're just coming up to the first switchback at the moment. This is where we started to lose a few people. You see the green dots in the right hand side of the screen there. They're all of us in the meetup. So you can see the race was quite spread out already. You have that front group of us, and then you have like 20 other riders who are spread out on the first switchback. But this first bit, I feel like we just someone would attack and then someone would follow, and then we just chill out for a bit. I don't think we averaged that many watts, or I don't think I averaged that many watts. What do you think, Mog? So we're coming up to the 20th switchback now, so 20 more to go. So the second switchback. So this is sort of the modification that Zwift makes in the game to make it a bit more interesting. Obviously, in real life, there isn't this glass panel to the side. But you see now we're 50 seconds away from a power up, so that's another thing that Zwift does to gamify it a little bit. It offers power ups to give you an advantage. So, Mark, how are you feeling at this moment?
Well, yeah, I'm feeling okay. I mean, I think around now we're kind of playing a bit of cat and mouse. Like one of us would maybe go on a little attack, or the people behind would think that they're going on a little attack because they're putting out more watts per kilo. But yeah, and then someone behind sees that as a threat and then goes on the attack. Like you can see, there's a mini group of two now. So there's you and Chris up the road. So then we all kind of push 5 watts per kilo to get back to you, because on the Alp, even if you make a gap of about 2 seconds,
it's quite significant.
It could increase. Yeah, and especially as it's uphill, the 2 seconds. That's quite a bit, and you have to push quite a lot of watts to get back. So I think what we were trying to do was trying to bridge that gap as soon as possible, because otherwise, yeah, you lose that gap, and then you end up being demotivated because you've lost the gap, and then you end up losing loads of seconds, and that's what's happened. That is what happened further up the Alp. This group did break up quite significantly, so
should we
a couple of attacks.
Should we skip to further up the Alp now? If we go to about 45 minutes in.
Okay.
So as you can see, the scenery has changed. It's now snow. It's just, I believe it's me and Matt at the front now. Kristen Neal's dropped, Kamal's dropped, Aurelian has dropped, and Mark's about 5 seconds back. We're coming up to the 10 switchbacks to go, Mark. I think this is where the gradient flattens out a little bit on this switchback. This switchback's generally pretty around 6% or something, so you can really get quite a big advantage on here if you power on. And I think that's what happened to you, because me and Matt were together, we got kind of a draft effect, and then because you were on your own. So yeah, I think now as we were coming up the Alp, we're about halfway now, I believe, but it's quite deceiving because you think you're over halfway because there's only 10 switchbacks to go, but the first few switchbacks are a lot shorter, and then they sort of elongate. You can see here off the front, we're pushing between 4 and 5 watts per kilo. It's about a 45-minute climb if you really hammer it up. But yeah, I think we'll whiz it on again now to the end. It was about 56 minutes in. He's still got 6 switchbacks to go. He's dropped me. Mark's another 25 seconds behind, something like that. And yeah, this is the moment where it really starts to hurt, because these last few switchbacks they're really quite long, and they drag quite a bit. So I'll just whiz it to the end now.
But you can definitely see that like demotivating effect, because you can. I was 5 seconds behind you, and that kind of increased from 5 seconds to 10 seconds, and now it's up to 25 seconds. And same with you, you got dropped, and the time between you and Matt is going down quite significantly.
Yeah.
And the same with like me and Chris and Kamal. It's dropped from they're like 40-50 seconds behind me now. And that started as we were all together, and then they dropped off. Yeah, and it goes down quite quickly. You get demotivated. Yeah, and you don't give up. You want to get there, but because it's up the hill, it's quite hard to bridge back those gaps unless you're really pushing it. But of course, we've been racing for just under an hour right now, so and quite full on as well, especially up the Alp because we were attacking. Yeah, it's quite hard to pull that back, and you can see now both me and you are about 4 watts per kilo, because I think we're suffering quite a bit. I definitely wasn't. It doesn't really help that I'm putting quite a lot of surges in trying and bridge that gap back. But I mean, I'm just kind of putting more fatigue in my legs, because if I'm keeping on sprinting and slowing down and then speeding back up, yeah, I'm gonna destroy my legs, and that's what I did. I ended up quite far back actually.
Yeah.
And yeah.
So I think we'll whiz it to the end now at around 1 hour. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Matt finished a minute ahead of me. I finished a minute ahead of Mark. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this overview. Big thank you to Matt for organizing it. It was a great event in this sort of awkward time where we can't really do anything. Please remember to like and subscribe, and yeah, see you guys in the next video.
Thank you.